The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the USF Bulls, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium, as we'll see a squad from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So USF's offense will get first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Flowers. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's talk for a second here about USF. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. So Army's offense has the ball for the first time. And, Jesse, they've got a quarterback that, if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They'll send the back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Out of bounds he goes. They'll mark it at the 16. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Goes to the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to pick up a first down. The option look. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless.
It's a running room. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The lone back's got it. Got room to work. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking downfield, it's Barry. Got the back over the middle.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown Bulls! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing on concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, we've got an update on number 1 versus number 2 going on right now. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything else happens in this clash between the top 2 teams in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man downfield. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Black Knights! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it into the end zone for the 2, and they extend the lead to 4. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Barry. Here comes the heat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Got it in the middle. It's McLaughlin. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Now on the option. Now the toss. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll run the option. The pitch. Oh, what a move. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback caught at the 12.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
He slides that just inside the right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the ground with the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulls come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A strike downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting close progression.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the fullback. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. What a good job by the defense to force that play outside.
And it's tough when you're a defense and you like to play fast and aggressive. Those counter plays are usually something that's good to run at them, but if you can be smart and stay sound and stay home and understand when people start pulling your direction, forget the fakes the other way, you can stay home, be productive, get big plays like this for the defense.
And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is...
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bulls decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Johnson wants to throw it. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Tampa.
And the Bulls will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this
wide open spaces. There he goes. And the tackle was made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Black Knights trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense has it, they're on move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Running to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Barry. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 15. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Bulls look to keep this drive humming. Handoff from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Going to the ground. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown Bulls. And that one will give them the lead.
It's just so nice to have a center back who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And they can't make the connection.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The coverage team gets the job done and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds say the goal was at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Barry. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Bulls will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the period, and USF is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Under fire. Turning on the Jets. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finding an escape route. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Williams. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. That is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Well, you got to wonder if the pressure got to the kicker. 4th quarter, down by 3, just did not get all of it. That's one he'd like to have back.
To the air, it's Barry. He's got him. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Dude, you're in such a great position. You got the lead. Clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble. Big-time costly mistake.
Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Hawkins. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. On the ground with the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Off play action. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
It's a seam wide open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you've got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Johnson wants to throw it. There's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Off-play action on first down. Buying some time as he moves left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Now the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs tackling them.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, in typical fashion, in a 2-minute situation, throwing to the sideline, trying to save the clock here in a tie game late. But the biggest advantage this offense has is the 3 timeouts they have right now. They can use those, and because of that, start attacking the middle of the field, throwing the football.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Wants to throw. It's Barry. Got his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ballgame. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in him? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. DBs will try to keep everything in front. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete. A last gasp effort, and the defense finds a way to survive it. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.